So I just got the newly released Simexperience AccuForce Pro V2 steering system complete. This is the box for it right here. Apparently this is still not out yet, or it is, or it's just barely out. So we got this box right here. Can you see that on the camera? So we got a gold USB cable, USB 2.0 cable right here. You can see that. We got a power cord, or an extender for a power cord, with a power switch on there as well. We got the AccuForce power supply right here. It has a fan on there as well, so I'm assuming it's really hot. It seems like it's similar to a computer power supply. It's got the power over here. It's got the connections right here. I'm assuming that's for the wheelbase. If you can see that power cord. And we also have two USB-B, I believe. The back of the power supply with another connector. So that's that. Next, we got the steering wheel itself. So here's the steering wheel itself. Can you see that? As well. So it seems to have the quick connector. It's got the quick connector at the back. We press it. Should be able to pull on it, and then it'll quick release from the wheelbase. We also have a bunch of buttons. Well, how many we have? 4, 8, 10, 12 buttons. We've got paddle shifts as well. USB port. I believe that's the RJ12 connector. And another port as well. I'm not sure what that's for. So that's the steering wheel. The beast itself. The beast, the wheelbase. This is the heaviest out of all of them. This is a really heavy unit. The box was so heavy in this thing. I won't show you just yet. I'm going to show you this. That's the, I believe, the RJ12 cable, if I'm not mistaken. Right here. That's that. We got also a power cord, just a standard computer power cord. You can use any one if you like. Just as long as you double check, make sure. Usually they have a rating on the cord itself. So that goes to the power supply as well. And then we have another USB 2.0 gold cable, male, USB A, male to USB B to male as well. It's 6 feet. Like see that? And then the unit itself, the wheelbase, it's very heavy. That's right here. So if you can see that. Look how heavy this thing is. I could barely keep myself up. So it has a connector here for the phone cable, looking for this cable. I think this is an RJ12. I gotta double check that. It looks like a phone line cable. So there's a port here for the front. At the bottom of the unit, there's 4 holes. I'm not sure. I'm assuming this is where you mount the device, the wheelbase. And at the back of it, we have just a plate with a number, alphanumeric, AFV2-25. I'm assuming that's AccuForce V2 version 2-25. Not sure what the 25 is. The last thing we got is the connectors that go into the power supply. We got 2 of them here. So this goes from the wheelbase to the power supply. I also have the Obutto Revolution cockpit. And I noticed one thing. When you do want to mount this to the Obutto, I'm not sure if you want to get close on this. So there's 2 holes here, but then at the other end it does not line up, so you have to find a spot for them. Now the problem here is, here's one hole, here's another. So I'm able to align these 2 holes, but I'm not sure if this is enough to keep this unit stable. I might have to drill another hole. If I remove the Obutto's plate, you'll see that there's 2 other holes at the bottom. And as you can see here, we only have 2 holes on the plate of the Obutto. So I might have to drill another hole here. If these 2 lined up here, it would have been perfect. Unfortunately, they don't line up to the unit. I can line up these 2 holes here, but at the other end, they don't line up. So it looks like I have to have a bit of work to do to drill these 2 holes and line them up to the unit, and then drill the holes. And I believe they take M6 bolts. So that's another thing you have to be... The screws do not come... Well, for my unit anyways, the mounting screws did not come with it. So I'm going to just go and grab some of those bolts. I'm going to grab a bit for a drill and drill those 2 extra holes, because I don't feel comfortable mounting only 2 bolts for this unit. It might be a problem for it. And also, one other thing I did notice on Simexperience's website, there is an issue, and the issue is that on their website they have a what's included section for this AccuForce Pro V2 complete steering system. The problem is, on their website it says that there's 3 USB ports in the back. Clearly there is no USB ports in the back. I'm assuming also that that information is out of date, so they have to update their website. That's one thing that they need to do, because when I got this unit, the pictures weren't, they look different, and I'm assuming because they never had this piece of metal on their website. When you see this unit, the wheelbase on the website, this piece right here, this piece of metal, is not there. All you see is the black piece. You don't see this. So that's kind of confusing for people if they're not very familiar with this unit. Second thing, on their website it says that there's 3 USB ports at the back of the unit, and I'm assuming it's just because it's out of date. That's not on here. Just to clarify, there's no USB ports, 3 USB ports at the back of this wheelbase. And the last thing is, they also say that there's mounting screws that it comes with. I did not receive any mounting screws. I double checked the boxes, there was no mounting screws. So I'm going to have to go and grab those M6 metric 6 screws to get this unit mounted. And if you do have an Obutto, just so you know, you will have to drill some holes into your plate, unless maybe perhaps you get a different plate. That's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and enjoy.